Okay, we're live. We're on air, live and in stereo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PCT Podcast, episode 5. This was a bit of a technical error getting all this set up, but we got it like always.
We're trying something new.
Trying something new. So Jake sounds a little bit different. We have another person in here, and so far it's looking pretty good from like my end here. Everything's looking clean. But yeah, like I said, I'm Jalen from Pop Culture Today. I'm also joined by Jake, as always,
Hello, hello.
as well as Nick.
Special guest star.
Hello.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime
Never to be seen
opportunity.
again. No.
Wow.
So
No.
go for it, Jake.
I think we should first, before we start off any topics or anything like that, we should say, that Nick is kind of joining us at Pop Culture Day. We have him on. He's gonna be doing some videos. We're gonna be testing him out and see how it goes, and hopefully we can keep him.
Testing him out. This sounds very serious.
It is serious. We're a business. We're a company. We're
Okay.
a corporation.
Corporation.
I'm just a guinea pig. Don't worry about it.
Guinea
Yeah.
pig.
Yeah, just running on
Test
your little
subject.
wheel. But hey Nate, welcome to the stream, buddy. Glad you can make it.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, you wanna tell us a little bit about yourself, Nick?
Well, I played a lot of games.
Okay.
It all started in the summer
That's
of
about all you need to know.
What type of games are you
Well,
into?
shit.
Great.
He's also a dog lover. He loves his animals.
Nope.
Um,
Anyway.
what type of games are you into, man?
Yeah, so I am into RPGs mostly, racing games,
Okay,
yeah, FPS,
got it.
PC gamers. I don't play Xbox or PlayStation at all. So,
Wow.
but I do plan on getting into those
Got it.
later on.
Whose dogs? That was Nick's dogs, I believe, right?
Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, it's good, man. It's good. But yeah, so that's awesome, dude. So you're gonna be probably doing gaming stuff on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not Star Wars stuff. Never Star Wars stuff.
We'll just
I'll
have
do
to see.
whatever I want, okay?
Whoa.
Already some
Jalen, I think-
competition.
Jalen, I think we have some creative differences going on.
Already some competition. I mean, competition is healthy. It makes you do better. You see, even Michael said, "Why not Star Wars stuff?"
Because I do Star Wars stuff. I'm the Star Wars guy.
I don't know, man.
Me.
All of the Star Wars content this week's been from Nick.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's up, Michael? Hey, Lisa. Star Wars for life. What's up, man? So yeah, Nick is going to be posting videos on the channel. I believe it's every Monday, and I'm really excited to see what he has in store, and then he might become a regular on the podcast, depending on if he likes the sort of thing or not. But yeah. It's been a busy week. What are we discussing today? Good question. Jake, you want to top us off?
Oh, am I starting us out here?
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
Yeah, I guess it does have to do with my area of expertise.
Expertise.
Season 2 of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus is coming this year in October, which I am very excited for.
I'm
Very, very excited for.
Can't
my
wait to see Baby Yoda again.
oh, of course, and it's already confirmed that we're going deeper into his story, like his backstory and whatnot. I have very mixed feelings on the first season of Mandalorian. I don't know. It was a good show. Don't get me wrong. It was enjoyable. It was very high quality for a TV show. So I'm not going to take that away from it whatsoever. However, I felt like in some of the episodes, I kind of had the issue that I do with like some of the CW shows, in the sense that it felt rinse and repeat a lot of the episodes. And I don't know if I was the only one that felt that way, but it felt like, every single episode was a new problem. Let's travel to a planet and resolve that problem. and that was it. You know,
I do how I like we've talked about this before.
of course.
I do agree with you that it is very much like that. However, I liked it like that, at least for a first season kind of thing.
Okay.
Mainly because I feel like it had to do with
Yeah,
the TV show.
it couldn't be too
It had
ambitious.
to do with what was happening.
It couldn't be too
I
ambitious.
thought it was
yeah.
okay because that's exactly what it was kind of being like. Because every time he went to a new planet, he was doing a job or he was trying to run away from Imperials, and there was a problem. They found a solution, and I'm kind of glad that some planets they were on for maybe like an episode or like excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Or an episode and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But they were never on. I felt like too long, and I kind of wanted to see. I kind of like that mainly because I like to see more and more of like the Star Wars galaxy.
Yeah.
So seeing new planets is kind of cool. But I would be okay if this next season they kind of try to stick with a more a story that has to do with finding out more about Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. I would like to know a little bit more about their character.
Yeah. I really just want something that's a bit more grounded because like I said, the first season we got a great story. I just didn't like how it was portrayed, I guess, how it was, shown. But the story was, it was pretty good. I do want something that's a bit more grounded. So like I guess because when I watch TV, or when I used to at least, I watch like really story orientated, like TV shows like Fargo and Breaking Bad. And in those shows, it wasn't like an episode a problem in that same episode the problem was solved. The episode or the problems in those TV shows would span across the whole entire season, if not more seasons. And that's kind of what I was expecting with Mandalorian. But now that I'm looking back at it, now that it's been a few weeks since it's ended, I can finally say, okay, I understand that they were just playing a safe route because they didn't want to be too ambitious. They didn't want to do anything too crazy because they want to greenlight the series for a second season and they want to continue telling stories. So I get that.
Which is what I said about The Force Awakens. Is that's why I think they went that route. It's just they didn't want to be too ambitious.
Yeah, because Force Awakens is a typical Star Wars story. It's a New Hope, but they didn't want to do too much with it.
I was hoping they would for like Last Jedi and that it would be more ambitious, but they all seem very close-minded. I feel.
To touch on what Leopard said in the comments, I don't think saying a story is good and saying how I don't like it was portrayed contradicts itself simply because you can write out an amazing story, right? I'm telling you, I would probably read the script of The Mandalorian and enjoy it way more than watching it. So you can write out a great story, but it's all about how it's put on screen. I'm trying to come up with an example of this. I guess Alita, right? That is a graphic novel that I've read. I've also seen the anime and the live action movie. And the live action movie feels like the most disconnected thing from the rest of the, the Alita properties just because of how it's portrayed or how it's like how the story is shown on screen. So, I mean, that's just me, I guess. That's one thing I love about TV and film and, what we talk about on this channel is because everything is up to interpretation. How I might see something is totally different from how Nick might see or how you might see it, Jake. And that's awesome. And I feel like that's really, just to be able to have all those ideas come together and just, mix, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm really excited for Mandalorian Season 2 personally.
I am too. I really want to see just where it goes. I would love to see some more. There have been some rumors and actually some pretty good sources that I've been seeing. That Jalen, you thought I was joking about this, but Iden Versio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Iden Versio, who is the main character from the Battlefront 2 campaign, is actually supposed to be in Season 2 at some point.
So I thought you were just pulling my strings when you said that, but then
no, at first it was just like a random rumor, but then like I've seen more and more about like there's some pretty good sources saying that it's actually supposed to happen and like some are saying that it's going to be the person who actually is
Yeah. I
high
mean,
diversity in the
she
game.
they tried making her, like her character in game look pretty similar to her in real life. So I mean, they could do it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm 100% down for that.
Yeah.
But then that brings another issue. I don't want the Mandalorian to be, oh, let's connect this to this and let's connect this to this, and I want it to be its own
See,
thing.
but those are the things I like about Star Wars.
Okay.
And I kind of like one of the things that I've kind of liked how Disney has been doing, and it's the one good thing I think that's come out of Disney, uh, making a lot of things uncanon.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's not like a lot of the stuff is no longer actually canon in Star Wars anymore.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep
It's
going.
that they've been able to establish what is in actual Star Wars, and then they can connect those things, and I
Yeah.
kind of like that.
I
The way
guess
they've been doing that.
I guess for me, it's kind of like Marvel fatigue in the sense that every single movie has to be connected in some way, shape, or form. And I'm totally down for like connections, but I just don't want the Mandalorian to have to rely on, you know, other source material and other films to be good. You know, um,
Yeah.
it is funny that you say that, like bringing legends into, um, these Disney Plus Star Wars properties because, um, the Obi-Wan Disney Plus show is already is I don't want to say it's confirmed. Let's put at a solid 70% right now confirmed that a lot of the characters that died during Order 66 that we see in Revenge of the Sith, like the big cone head guy with the beard, you probably know his name.
Kiara Mundi.
Yes, he will be in that series.
Really?
Yeah.
Technically, there's been nothing that says he died in any canon stuff right now.
There's a huge there's a lot of rumors that a lot of people will be in the Obi-Wan show as well. They're going to cast a young Luke. Because
That's cool.
because obviously Luke knows Obi-Wan before the events of A New Hope. But yeah, I mean it's I just don't want them to have to rely on stuff like that though to make these shows good.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. I just remembered. No, Keanu Mundi is dead.
Well, somehow
he dies in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I thought he did. When you said there's no canon, I was like, okay, I could have sworn he got shot.
I was trying to think of anything in comics because a lot of the people in the Jedi Order, they didn't show them dying. But now
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it, no, he dies on what's that planet? Megiddo. He dies on Megiddo.
Well, somehow they're going to try to incorporate him because supposedly the story behind and I could not be saying this like the right way, but the story behind the Obi-Wan series as of right now is there's like a Jedi, like he was his parents gave him away to go train with the Jedi, kind of like Anakin, and he left the Jedi Order for some reason, and he went back to his parents to find out that they've been killed, and so he and the guy you said with the long, I'm just gonna call him Conehead, him and Conehead. Him and Conehead. Conehead says he was like he will be his like new like master sorta, and like teach him like more of the Force because he kind of bailed out. So and they're like trying to find, like, he's not really a Jedi or like a Sith, but they're trying to find Luke. And this is like this is an early like script. Like if I find you the source, I will send it to you later. But this isn't like an early script of this Obi-Wan show, and I'm like really confused as to like the timeline here, man.
So Keanu Mundi is trying to find Luke. What's
yes, this is like
you just like confused me.
This is an early this is an early script, and but supposedly Ewan McGregor, he's like is really solid. Like they're really excited about it, and it's supposed to come out late 2021. I think that's what they said.
Wow, that's actually closer.
And then there's also going to be a Cassian Andor series. But
I want to be honest here. Because this was kind of confirmed a while back, was that there's going to be a Cassian and or TV show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And I remember going, oh my god, no one cares about Cassian and K2SO for like I can see K2SO maybe, but like no one cares about Cassian for TV show. I rewatched Rogue One
Oh, great movie.
a while ago. I think I could watch a show with him.
Great movie, man.
Like,
Great movie.
I think mainly the main reason I want to watch a show with him is just the beginning scene of Rogue One where he kills that guy in the alley, and I went, this could be a great like gritty Star Wars.
Yeah. He's like
show
Han Solo, but cooler.
for the Rebels. It's what Poe should have been. I'm gonna say that it's what Poe should have been.
I don't think Poe could have been that character though. I don't think he would.
Well,
I don't
'cause,
think he could have been just a killer. You know?
That's the thing is they set up Poe as like this like do anything for the cause,
Yeah.
you know, bad boy rebel.
Yeah.
But then like everything he does is like so like
Dumb and
cocky and
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
And like I hate that. Cassian I think is what Poe should have been.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited for all the Star Wars stuff that's coming out.
Same here. Speaking on Disney Plus real quick though, with this Mandalorian season 2 news also came the subscription numbers for Disney Plus. And let's not forget it launched in November, and as of February 4th, it has 26.5 million subscribers. Which, okay, let's put this into perspective
Nothing
here.
to laugh at. Nothing to laugh
Oh no,
at.
it's really good. No, that's a really good number. And you know, plus a couple million more if you want to put into consideration those who are, you know, using each other's accounts.
If you're like my family who has used every single like I think there's 7.
Feel like
Like,
this
all
is
of
just a
us are
Star
the
Wars
same
podcast. Someone said it feels like this is just a Star Wars podcast. No, but we do talk about Star Wars quite a bit
No,
here,
you
man.
should listen to the last podcast.
No, this we're going to get off Star Wars here in a little bit, I promise. But
Maybe.
no, we are. You want to stay on. Disney Plus, like I said, 26.5 million.
Podcast.
Netflix, I believe, has 150 million, around there. So for this, you have that much of a, you know, base just a few months after its release. Very impressive. My biggest question is, how long will it last? You know,
The answer, forever.
I don't know, man. I can't wait for y'all to have 50 million. That's gonna be awesome, dude. That's be a dream.
Nick,
I
what
appreciate
do you
it.
think about Disney
I appreciate it,
Plus?
Michael. What?
I think it's gonna die out, and then no, like I think it only got popular because of the Mandalorian.
I think that and nostalgia. You know, everybody saw all of these old, you know, cartoons and TV shows in one spot, and it was just the perfect, you know, just the perfect timing, man. I think that nostalgia, Mandalorian nostalgia, definitely sold it. But you know, it's people move on, dude. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not. I love Disney. I love the Pixar movies and the original Disney movies and the all the animated stuff and the TV shows. But I mean, I'm not gonna be like, even 5 years from now, going back on Disney Plus, being like, gotta rewatch my Phineas and Ferb I've seen for the 100th time. I don't even do that with Family Guy. I've seen the entire series of Family Guy twice, and I'm probably never ever going to rewatch that, because for what reason? And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen in Disney Plus. People are going to watch the original Lion King movie, you know, 400 times and be like, "Wow, dude, I don't know." And I'm telling the only thing that's going to keep this service hanging, dude, is the originals. You know, and not only the originals, but especially the Marvel and Star Wars originals. That's gonna be the only thing keeping this streaming service afloat. Talk about what?
Talk about that.
Talk
the
about what?
original, the Marvel movies.
Yes, we will. Netflix is falling off. Netflix, is oversaturated with originals, and that's what I'm scared about Disney Plus.
I think they have like Disney Plus and Netflix have opposite problems.
Netflix, oh no way. Netflix was built on being able to watch any movie at any time, and now if you go on Netflix, it's original. If Disney Plus, I mean, it's all originals as well.
That's what I'm saying. Is like with Disney Plus, you want a lot of people wanted the older stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that they grew up with, but now on Netflix, it's like the opposite, where everything is just original stuff that they made.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they have opposite problems. It's kind of weird. Honestly, I haven't been on Netflix in like forever.
Dude, the last time I was really on Netflix, I'm not gonna lie, it was probably when Stranger Things came out. What was that, July? That was the last time I was really on Netflix, dude.
Jalen, you wanna know the last time I was on Netflix? It was the last time that you, me, and Matt all watched
Irishman? Oh yeah.
Irishman, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was on Netflix, and that's the only reason I was on Netflix is because it was on nothing else. Like, really?
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I don't know, man. These streaming services, they're great. I will see, or I do see a lot of these streaming services losing subscribers and losing money because there's so many of them. You know, and even there's more coming out. There's more coming out this year. CBS All Access or whatever. They're partnering.
Apple's now getting into that kind of game. With
Apple already has it. Apple TV is already out.
Yeah.
You know,
which I kind of want to watch that one Jason Momoa movie.
Oh,
or TV show.
See, yeah.
It has a dumb concept, but it looks like it could actually be pretty good.
What's it called? HBO is making another one. Netflix is buying.
And all these partners.
Yeah, Netflix is buying Nickelodeon. Disney has their own thing, and HBO is buying Cartoon Network. It's like, dude, there's so many stuff. And I remember, you know, just being able to, you know, I don't even have a cable box in my house. We stream everything. We stream our cable. We have a Hulu Plus Live TV, so everything in my house is being streamed. But I remember just, you know, the convenience of it all. Just being able to turn on the cable box and Nickelodeon, you know, all in the kids section, Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon Network all being right there. Now, if I want to go watch Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon Network, I have to be subscribed to 3 different services.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So there's definitely going to be some sort of middle ground where people are going to be like, I can't be subscribed to this. I will be subscribed to this.
Do you think what's going to happen is that cable is then going to lower their prices and everyone...
Cable, I really don't think there's a saving grace for cable anymore, just because it's obsolete.
TV shows?
Wait, what?
I was saying, do you think cable is just going to instead lower all their prices?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having to have all these different channels, you could just have cable again, and you just have all your TV shows right there.
The thing with cable, dude, no one, like, the whole idea of renting a box. The thing with cable is it's more expensive. That's why streaming TV became so big, because it's cheaper than cable. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. But
what if they lowered their prices?
How? You know, and it's not, you're renting the box. That's the big issue with cable. The fact that you're renting the box.
Mm.
It's just like internet service providers. So my internet service provider, or any internet service provider for that matter, you have a router or modem, right? Or sometimes it's a 2-in-1. Sometimes it's just a router and a modem separately, or sometimes it's a 2-in-1. Mine was a 2-in-1. With that, with that piece of equipment they give you for, you know, your Wi-Fi to be throughout your house, that's not like a part of your Wi-Fi plan. You're paying a rental fee for that, right? Just like you're paying a rental fee for your cable box, and that adds on top of your cable subscription as well as premium channels you might own. And what we did, we got our own router, and it was like $300, but now we're not paying a rental fee. So we're, it takes about like 6 months for us to start making profit again. But now that we've had our router for a year now, you know, we're saving more than we're losing when it comes to Wi-Fi. And I feel like, that's the issue with cable. There's no way to really save more than you lose, because with cable, that's what cable is. It's all about having that physical box that's wired. And the
Yeah.
cable's not coming back, man. But that's just that. But
I was just trying to say it would be funny
yeah.
that, after all this time, what if cable just made a comeback by just lowering all their prices?
It'll be a move. But no, I still can't see it, because even DirecTV has their own streaming service. They have their own streaming
That
service.
is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
cable's done, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that was a nail in the coffin for cable when DirecTV is also partnered with AT&T now. That partnership's been a thing for a few years.
It's very true. AT&T Uverse, all that.
Yeah, and those are like what DirecTV and AT&T are probably what, like the biggest cable providers. Like,
Yeah.
and then Dish, I guess, might be behind them. I don't know. I really don't look at cable statistics, but yeah, man. That's a nail in the coffin.
Well, on the topic of Disney Plus, do you want to just give some quick opinions about all the Marvel originals that are coming out?
Okay, so if
That
you guys,
trailer?
yes, sir. If you guys haven't already, I actually put out a trailer reaction to this Super Bowl spot they put out for the MCU Phase 4 stuff that's coming out on Disney Plus within a year. So WandaVision. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I really am. I'm not gonna lie. I really am excited for WandaVision.
Yeah. I'm happy that I'm pretty sure I'm like 98% right on my theory.
So I knew nothing about that show. I mean, I knew it was coming out, but I just did not know where they were going to take it. And when you told me about that, when you told me that it was kind of like her creating her own reality, this is based on a comic. In the comic, if I'm right, you said that she created her own reality because Ultron killed Vision, and she was just like really sad and like grieving, and so and she wanted that life with the Vision. So she created her like own reality, and that's what this show. You believe that show is based off that comic?
Yeah,
loosely.
so just like a quick rundown of what the comic was is that back in believe it was early 90s of Marvel Comics, there's a thing where Ultron kills Vision, and like in the Marvel movies, Wanda and Vision had a relationship, and she got so basically struck with grief that she used her powers, which she is very underpowered, like in the TV or in the movies than she actually is in the comics, because in the comics she is like very powerful, where she can create her own reality basically, and she creates her own reality where she has kids with Vision, and slowly throughout the thing she realizes that, oh, this isn't real, but she like really wants it to be real, so she has to kind of decide if she wants it to be real or if she doesn't. And yeah, that was a whole comic series just about that. And I was like, I think the thing that really sold me was, first there's the scene where there's the two babies, and I went, this has
now I do know for a fact that was a comic thing with her like having kids and whatnot.
But then what really, I guess, sold it for me is when she's in the TV and she like says, Wanda or something like that. Like she's in the TV and like all that. And I was like, this is definitely it. I'm honestly really excited to see it. It threw me off when they said it was gonna be a sitcom.
Yeah, but now I see how it can be.
Now I can see how it can actually be a sitcom. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks awesome.
I'm excited about that. Next one was it Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Didn't see much of that. Just looks like basically what everyone thought it was, and it's just Falcon becoming Captain America with Bucky's help.
Zemo's also going to be in it.
Very exciting. Your favorite supervillain?
He really, in the MC, I do think he is my favorite supervillain, just because of what he was able to accomplish and like the repercussions of what he did. If you really think about it, Infinity War happened the way it did because of Zemo.
Yeah.
So he had a plan and he did it. I mean, except for the suicide part, he wasn't able to go through with that. But everything else,
except for that.
everything else, and it's funny because even in the trailer, it looked like he tried killing himself again. I don't know if you saw that, but it looked like he tried doing it
Yeah,
again.
it's been a while.
But yeah, and I hope he wears his comic book suit. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to see him in
it's
the
really
all purple?
it's dumb, bro. It really is dumb. But I kind of do.
It's very comics.
I
He's like
I
in an all purple suit with a weird
yeah.
no mouth mask.
I kind of do hope he wears it. I'm not
It's
gonna
like
lie.
there's like a purple fur around
Yeah,
his neck as well. It's a very dumb, very comic book suit.
it looks wacky. But
And then what was it? I guess just Loki,
yeah, which we really
which we
didn't
only got to
see
see
a
the one
lot
thing.
of. Yeah, we just saw him.
Which
Now the thing,
is just because there's so many fangirls about Loki
yeah,
who were really excited about this. I'm not that excited, I'll be honest. I never really got on the Loki hype train.
mhm.
I don't. I
Now
mean,
there are a lot of people
eh.
that think he's like one of the best villains.
I thought he was a cool villain. I don't know if he's my favorite or I think he's the coolest, but he
Mhm.
was a cool villain. I think he was the perfect villain for Avengers, the first Avengers movie. Where I think he was big enough to be a Avengers level kind of villain,
Mhm.
but pretty easily defeated, I would say. I thought that was a great move, is to make Loki the main villain. But yeah, I don't really know. The rumors about this one is where it's basically where the rumor about the TV show is that basically Loki is not the Loki we know, because the timeline got all weird. Because if you remember in Avengers Endgame, Loki takes the Tesseract and backs up and is nowhere to be seen.
Mhm.
But so this new Loki is supposed to be one that never learned to be a good guy.
Hmm.
So now he's apparently going throughout history and just being a mischief maker. So
I
yeah.
kind of like the sound of that. Now, in that one scene that we did see, though, he was locked up in the comics was kind of like a galactic prison. So on
Mhm.
his shirt, it showed, I forgot what the actual insignia was, but it's like a prison of, and the people that run the prison are a bunch of people who go throughout the galaxy and whatnot, and they try to find people that are kind of skipping through different realities or whatnot, time periods. So he in that shot he was in prison. He was in a galactic prison.
Mm.
Um,
So that probably lines up with what the rumor is, where his thing is him jumping through time and realities and messing with stuff.
yeah. So yeah,
Which
I
is a very Loki thing.
yeah. And you gotta put in consideration this isn't Endgame or Infinity War Loki. He just is not remorseful or anything.
Yeah.
He hasn't been through everything, so
He
not
hasn't
even
learned the
he hasn't been through the
lessons
dark
of.
world yet.
Basically, what we're seeing is Avengers Loki. We're seeing the first Avengers and Thor Loki.
Yeah. So really looking forward to all of that
Pre-Ragnarok.
though. Really looking forward to it. It looks fun.
Yeah.
It does. I just hope
Just
it's worth it.
give some quick opinions on about that. I think we can move on to our next
On to
topic.
some more superhero stuff though.
On to some more superhero
So,
stuff.
and I'm so excited because I call it this 5 weeks ago on our first ever podcast. I said that when the Doctor Strange 2 director left due to creative differences, my first pick for a new director for the movie was Sam Raimi. And that's, not only was because he had a history with Marvel, but also because he had a history with, horror films. And this movie would be right up his alley.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think he's the perfect fit.
100%.
I think we talked about this. We talked about this when we were giving our opinions on who would be a good director. I think we said this before. Is just he has both those backgrounds, and I'm very excited to see if he actually gets to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be a really good fit to just see him and just to see a Sam Raimi movie again.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's been a while since anything kind of big with Sam Raimi.
Yeah. I think
So
he gets a lot more hate than he deserves, personally.
yeah, especially after
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3,
I mean, dude,
which
it's the worst Spider-Man movie. It's not a terrible movie.
it's not a terrible.
The
I'll
my
tell you,
biggest
the worst Spider-Man movie. Ooh, wait. Mm,
we
I don't
might
know
get
anymore.
I think I might get hate.
I don't know which one to say now. I'm gonna say my least favorite Spider-Man movie. My least favorite Spider-Man movie is the first Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna say it.
My least favorite
The
is still Far From Home.
Far From Home. It's not a great one. The only good thing about the original, or the only good thing about the Far From Home movie is Mysterio. And if your only good thing is your villain, then what's the point?
Yeah.
I still don't like MJ.
Oh
I
my
like
god.
Zendaya, and
Terrible.
I've seen Zendaya. I've seen Zendaya act, and she's a great actress.
Mhm.
But I hate the way they went with Zendaya of her being like this emo, like unpopular mess of a person.
Mhm.
It kind of makes the whole dynamic between Peter and MJ kind of dumb because the whole thing was like MJ was the popular girl who could date anyone at their school kind of character, but she chooses Peter kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then it's like no one wants to date MJ, It like kind of gets rid of that whole dynamic between their characters. It really does kind of ruin it a little bit.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, dude, I really back on Doctor Strange real quick. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. Sam Raimi, I really do think. I think he can do it. I really do.
Oh,
And
I think you can too.
not only, he has a history of incorporating horror with his Marvel movies, as we saw in Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
that Doc Ock scene.
That's something I wanted to say was I'm more excited. I want to see his use of because he's very used to doing practical effects
Mm-hmm.
instead of more CGI. Because like the arms in uh Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2 for Doctor Octopus,
Mm-hmm.
those were practical. They did everything with his arms practical except for like some shots where like the only shots where his arms were CGI were when his entire body was CGI,
Yeah.
like in big fight scene kind of stuff. So I would love to see, what they would like to do with a Doctor Strange kind of stuff. But imagine like the practical effect use mixed with like some CGI. I would love to see. I really would.
100%, dude. 100%.
He is. I think he's a great pick for the first Marvel uh kind of scary movie kind of thing. I'm excited.
100%. And I think not only that, but he just really, he's proven himself, dude. I think that's the
Yeah,
best.
I feel like there was no really other choice.
I think, and
Yeah.
that's really like what it comes down to. He has proven himself to, do this movie, and I really can't, like you said, there's really no one else, and I would have loved to see the last director's like vision on it, I guess. But I mean, the horror movies he did, they weren't that great, man. Sinister, they
Yeah.
just they didn't stack up, and that's why I'm really excited to see what Sam Raimi can do. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I mean, like, yeah. There's not much you can say, but I think that it's a great pick.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Um. So yeah. We're running on 40 minutes right now. So you want to get on Birds of Prey real quick?
Yeah, we can talk about this for a little bit.
So Birds of Prey, my God, I once again something else I called. this movie is doing really well. Not from a box office standpoint. We won't know about that for a
Yeah, until
few.
later. It just came out basically.
Yeah, until about Sunday and Monday, we won't really know. But this movie is doing really good.
Yeah.
From a review standpoint, and
Neither of us have seen it.
yeah. Hopefully I can see it tomorrow. That's my goal here. But
I won't be able to see it till much
I'm
later.
happy it's doing good. You know, another rated R DC film at that.
Yeah. I love when DC does well,
Mhm.
because usually when DC does well, DC does very well, I think. Uh, Such as I like, Man of Steel, Aquaman, things like that. I feel
Mhm.
like if they get it right, they get it right, and that's really good. But they can also get stuff really wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So it's good to see, like, people are liking this. Um, Honestly, I still don't know if I'll like it. It just doesn't seem like my type of movie.
Mhm.
But of course I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not gonna just say I'm not gonna like it. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. Even like earlier on this year, I said, this was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it's strictly because it was a rated R DC film, and I feel like DC does best with their rated R stuff. I feel like that's even if it's not dark,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be dark to be rated R, and I feel like that's
yeah. See,
exactly.
that's the thing I kind of like really liked about having the Marvel movies and the DC movies is Marvel movies can get dark, but they're more of a lighthearted kind of you know
Mhm.
movie. With the exceptions of stuff like Avengers, Endgame, and Infinity War, which got pretty dark. You know,
Mhm.
for a Marvel movie, I would say. But like, I like the idea of having two superhero, you know, movie, uh, two superhero cinematic universes, and one be a more lighthearted one, and one being a darker one, because it just gives you kind of a choice,
Mhm.
And I like that kind of choice between the two, And I like DC, and I like a dark DC kind of. I always see DC as a darker kind of um comic, especially when you have characters like Batman, and like that.
100%.
Which it's why I like DC more, because DC has a more darker universe, I feel, but with way more hopeful characters. Like like the Flash, Superman. Those are very like their whole thing is like hope. You know,
Yeah.
while in Marvel, usually things are more like it always comes down to like this could have been worse. You know.
Mhm.
And none of the characters ever look hopeful, except for maybe like the exception of Captain America. Everyone else is always such a downer about everything. Like, go back and watch in like Avengers Endgame, where like the only one that's hopeful about anything is Captain America. Everyone's else is like, we lost, we're done here, we lost. There's no point. And I'm like, okay, I can understand that for like a little bit. But, like, come on, get over it.
Get a hold of
You know.
yourself.
You're the superheroes here. It's like, what do you want? Like some average Joes to come out here and do it for you? No, like you signed up for this. Once you have a superhero name, you have to do stuff. That's the rule.
Yeah.
But yeah,
100%, man. But yeah,
yeah. But
I'm
I'll
really
see
excited. I
Bird
want to see
Spray.
it. Yeah, 100%. I want to see it.
I'll watch it.
I want to see
I
it.
don't know if I'll like it. I honestly I want to.
I'm
I
gonna
just
go
don't know
in.
if I will.
I'm gonna go in the theater without acting. I'm gonna go in the theater without even thinking about Suicide Squad. I'm gonna pretend that movie didn't come out.
I'm gonna remember it every step of the way.
The Oscar award-winning movie Suicide Squad.
The Oscar award-winning movie Suicide Squad.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
Oscar do you think this movie's gonna win?
Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Maybe the same one. The makeup and
Costume design?
hairstyling. No, it was makeup and hairstyling.
Oh, was it makeup and hairstyle?
Yeah.
Uh,
I can see it.
Black Mask.
I can see it. Makeup and hairstyle. Maybe I don't know. I feel like it's gonna have a pretty good soundtrack.
I've seen people that have been talking about the soundtrack a lot, but I don't know. Like the characters in it just look so off to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about this before, but like it's kind of weird because none of the characters in the movie, except for like Harley Quinn and really just Harley Quinn, look like their comic book counterpart.
Yeah, dude. It was.
Cassandra Cain looks nothing like Cassandra Cain. For some reason, Montoya, the cop, is like 70 years old, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, Huntress, the only reason I knew it was Huntress because she had a crossbow.
Yeah. That kind of.
And then, who's the other one? There's another one.
Huntress, Black Canary. No.
Oh, Black Canary. That's the other one.
Yeah, that is her.
And I honestly just didn't know that was her. There's nothing that says this is Black Canary.
Yeah, it's I don't know. They could have done a little bit better with the casting, I guess, or like just makeup maybe, or just costuming.
Yeah, I think costume maybe.
Yeah, and
would be a better thing because all
and
of
maybe
them are just
casting.
wearing regular clothes. All of them are. That's the thing is like all of them are wearing just regular clothes, except for again the exception of Harley Quinn, who's just wearing some weird stuff. But like except for Harley Quinn, everyone's just wearing like regular clothes. It's so hard to like tell everyone apart.
Yeah. But like I said, man, I'm really excited to go check it out. I just want to see what it's about, and I want to see if if it is. I think the biggest reason why I want to see Birds of Prey is to see if it's worthy of the score it got. Because Suicide Squad has a very weird fandom. A very weird yet dedicated fandom. And I'm not trying to, if you like Suicide Squad,
you're wrong.
More power to you. More power to you.
So,
what was that, Nick?
Is it weird I have a poster of Suicide Squad on my wall, but I absolutely despise that movie?
I don't have a poster, and I also despise the movie.
I have a poster of Uncharted, but I only played the first game, so.
Loser. But,
Whoa, watch the profanity.
Hey, man, this is supposed to be family friendly.
Sorry. I
We
won't
don't call
say
people winners in this chat.
I won't say the L word ever again. But yeah.
Okay, you do that, and I won't say the N word ever again.
Whoa. No, but I can't wait to go check it out. I really can't. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I'll have to go see it sometime. Probably won't get a chance till way later, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait for it to come out illegally online.
You're admitting to pirating on a YouTube video?
We've already got it flagged.
YouTube, Warner Brothers, DC. We don't know this man.
Yeah, I was about to say he's still on like a trial service here. We don't.
He's doing that 7-day.
To do with the company.
He's doing that 7-day free trial right now.
Hold up, 7 day. I thought it was fucking.
No. We're degrading that contract's been edited.
Hold up, you can't edit a contract if it's already been made.
You're right. I'm
Copy
not.
and paste.
You gotta take it to court.
But
Hey, have fun taking it to court when you just admitted that you're illegally downloading stuff. As you can see, I'm an honorable man.
that's funny.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. Nick, where have you been?
You did not talk at all.
Your mic was muted. Where did you go?
Well, okay. The reason why I wasn't talking at all is because I have no clue who the heck Sam Raimi is. All I know
who
is
Sam Raimi is?
Nope. I
You
did
realize
a
what
little
the
bit.
name of the channel is, right?
Yeah, Pop Culture Today.
we're going to catch Nick up on some stuff.
I
You
mean,
have to re-educate some people.
re-educate. What do you mean re-educate? I was never educated on anything.
It's okay, Nick. We'll get
Anyway,
you there. We'll get you there.
When you guys were talking about the Sam Raimi stuff, him directing the second Doctor Strange and stuff, I did realize that he did the Evil Dead series, which I
Yes.
did not know.
Yes, dude. Amazing movies.
Very amazing movies.
Yes.
Love them.
100%.
Also, Spider-Man.
Great movies. There's no about that. What the heck?
I don't know. I kind of like Tom Holland more.
Oh, well, yeah, we do too.
And
I like Tom Holland.
Tom
more. I
Holland's
just
the
don't like
best
movies
like
more.
interpretation.
they were good movies. I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, and yes.
It's okay. Spit it out.
Take your time.
Anyway, Birds of Prey.
What, you got anything you want to say about Birds of Prey?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. Seems like a great movie from what I've heard. Yeah.
Well, this one will.
Went very well.
Listen, Nick, it's okay. We're gonna educate you.
So you'll see Nick on Mondays.
We just gotta watch like 2 movies with him, then he'll be up to date on
Speed
everything.
I don't know about 2, more like
and
a million movies.
He needs to watch Speed Racer and Aliens, and then he'll know everything about movies.
Aliens in the Attic.
Text documents so I can write down what movies to watch.
Oh my God, he's doing it on stream. Okay, we gotta end this. We gotta
I can hear the sirens.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. They're knocking on my door, dude. But yeah, Nick, we're gonna get you straight for this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get you ready. But yeah, good podcast, good talk.
Sure.
Nick, I will be the first to say I enjoyed your company. I don't know about you, Jake.
Even though I wasn't here for like most.
I was about to say, what company?
I was here for.
I enjoyed your 5 words.
I enjoy thinking that he was here. Good night, Star Wars for life. I appreciate you. We appreciate you
Good
for
night, Star Wars for life.
coming to the stream
Alright.
again. We're having some technical
he's my
difficulties.
biggest
It's been a
fan.
little laggy, so I'm sorry about that. I'll have it fixed next week, but I appreciate you for coming, buddy.
That's what Discord gets you.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm in
maybe
trouble.
I just need to hook this up to my router next week because I didn't do it this week.
Or
Nick buys a
Jake can
PlayStation.
get better internet.
That
Or
has
Nick
nothing
buys a
to do with the
PlayStation.
stream lagging.
Or Nick gets a PlayStation.
I'm not getting a PlayStation. Not anytime soon.
I
don't have to-
guys, all I have to do is hook up to my router next week. That's the only.
Or
Regardless, I will have to hook up to my router.
hey,
Anyway,
me.
about the stream ending.
All right.
okay, peace out.
From the Suicide Squad to your family, we'll see you guys on the battlefield.
Shut up.
That was good. From the Suicide Squad to your family, we'll see you guys on the battlefield. That was good.
It's on the battlefront.
Oh. Good night, guys.
It's so dumb.